Okay, David, and everybody out there listening, Andy Santor, Director of Instruction, Mill Creek Golf Course, Youngstown, Ohio. Looking at, I think he might be Gin System, USGA Gin System's most improved player this year, David Ardale. David's scores are continuously going down because of all the hard work he's putting in. And we're going to look at the continuous improvement he is making here on his golf swing. We're going to look at the down the line view first. Sorry about that circle. Going to draw a line up his shaft plane here. And we're going to look how he really does a nice job there of getting that golf club back, moving it right up the shaft plane. And for people, how you do that and how he does it so well, you can see there he's he's using the right muscles to swing the club back. He's using the muscles in his core a little bit, using the muscles in his upper body, up in his chest, and he is not using his hands or his arms at this point to get the golf club back. You can see right here from address there is no hand forearm manipulation. He takes what I like. Used to like one of Jimmy Ballard used to say, the golfer should start the backswing by taking the triangle and center away together. And what he meant by that is if you drew a line here on your arms, you and your shoulders, you have not a perfect triangle, but you have a triangle there. And that is the triangle, and this here, drawing a line here, is your center. So if you take that all the way together in one piece, you get this result where that golf club is square and on plane. Any manipulation, hand forearm manipulation, or any alteration to that triangle, the golf club will get out of position and will get off plane. So he's doing a really nice job of getting that golf club on plane, right up the shaft plane there. Got a little ahead of ourselves. We're going to go. Okay, there's our position at the top of our backswing. Once again, got the club in a really nice position. That left arm and our shoulders are on the same plane. Okay, we're going to draw a line here from the back of his right hip going through the ball. Doing a better job there, getting rotated there. And for those of you that have seen some of my other analogies, the importance of that pelvis function on our downswing. The importance of that is if our pelvis moves forward or toward the ball in our downswing, it gets in the space that our hands and arms want to move. So that's when the golf club gets off plane and we get the golf club out of position. David is keeping that pelvis is rotating. There's good internal rotation on his left hip, so that pelvis is staying back. His hands and arms are able to get in the space they need to be, and getting in that club. And then you can see there, okay, his hands and arms are following his belt buckle or his midsection where they need to be. So pelvic function is very critical, and David is doing that very well. And how he takes the club back with taking and I'm going to borrow the line from Jimmy Ballard, taking the triangle and center away together. He made reference to that back in the mid 80s when he was starting to he worked with a lot of tour players back then. Everybody remembers Curtis Strange was the #1 player of the world back then, and Jimmy Ballard used to work with him, and I really liked that analogy, and I've used that sometimes to my students, and that's a really nice way to describe how to take the club back. Okay, we're going to go into David's face-on view, and we're going into our backswing there. Okay, you can see there's no lateral motion there. Okay, David gets good internal rotation. He's done a lot of work on this, by the way. For you can see there's no lateral motion there. That right hip is internally rotating, is getting in a nice position. Need to get his. I've been saying all these wonderful things about David, but we need to get his hips, that pelvis moving a little bit faster, a little bit sooner on that downswing. But other than that, you can see that is why there's a little bit of a buckle in that left knee there. Okay, but okay, that's better than it was 2 weeks ago, or a week ago. So David's really making a lot of improvements in his golf game. His scores have come down drastically, and I think you're going to see that. He's going to see that continue because of all the right things he's doing in his golf swing right now. So thanks again for coming again today, David, and thanks everybody listening out there. And this goes to show you what can happen if you get that body moving the way it's supposed to. Thanks, and we'll see you next week.